Welcome aboard to Friday night Philadelphia postseason baseball here from Philadelphia, Tennessee, Curtis Ballpark. Tonight, the Knights of McMinn Central will come to town in tournament action to play against our Warrior baseball team. You are listening to Patrick Bethel, to Presley Millsaps, and me, Scott McIntosh. We'll bring it to you just like you are here at the ballpark. Let's join the PA announcer with the starting lineup.
Batting seventh tonight, playing left field, number 25, Briar Udi. Batting fifth tonight, playing center field, Bryson Costner. Batting ninth tonight, number 13, playing right field, Max Russell. Batting second tonight, at the hot corner at third, number 7, Caden Ridings. At shortstop tonight, leading off for the Warriors, it'll be the 00, Nolan Bethel. Playing second base tonight, batting fourth, the cleanup, number 16, Jaden Capshaw. Playing first base tonight, batting eighth, number 17, Branson Black. Behind the plate tonight for the Warriors, batting third, number 42, Sebastian Correa. And batting sixth, and going to the mound for your Warriors, number 14, Noah Eller. Subs for your Warriors will be number 3, Wyatt Gardner, number 22, Ben McIntosh, number 4, Wiley Bingham, number 20, Tylen Costner, number 5, Braxton Fox, number 9, Isaac Kelch, number 95, Nolan Bassett, number 18, Quentin Hawkins, number 21, Preston Tucker, and number 47, Austin Poe. The Warriors are coached by head coach Brian Curtis.
So there you have it, the starting lineups for both teams. The 22-2 Warrior baseball team in playoff action, semifinal playoff action. Noah Eller, pitcher for the Warriors tonight. The left-hander will take on the Knights of Central. It's again joined by student broadcaster Presley Millsaps. He's been at my side all season long here at home. And Patrick Bethel. Want to thank Chip Lynn once again here in our hopefully second to last ball game that we broadcast for promoting and supporting student broadcasting and broadcasters like Presley Millsaps here sitting to my right all year long here at Philadelphia, Fort Loudon, and Loudon High School. And as you well know, this is Warrior Baseball brought to you on RedskinRadio.com, and that's powered by 96.1 WLNT.
Well, and Scott, these teams have met now. This will be our third time, and we have come out victorious in the previous two with a 4-1 win at McMinn and a 10-1 win here at home. Should be a good ball game.
Yes, sir. So it's Friday, Presley. How was school today?
It was good.
Just your basic Friday, or was there anything special going on?
Well, we had tests.
Oh, my goodness. I forgot about that. And what was it today? English?
No, social studies.
Last
Cranked
day
it
of
up.
testing.
Cranked it up. Today's the last day.
Today was the last day of testing.
Wow, okay.
We started
good
testing
deal.
Monday and wrapped up today.
So let's switch it over to baseball here. Presley, who we got up?
Number 11, Link Brazil.
Link Brazil plays second base. He wears number 11 in his Carolina blue Knights uniform will face off against Noah Eller, who brings the first pitch at him, and it's going to come straight at him. And did that miss him?
It missed him. Don't know how.
Wow. I thought
He kind of
I
leaned
thought
leaned
squared
forward
him up on
just
the
a
hip.
little. Just enough.
so. Not a hit batsman, but 1 ball and no strikes. Brazil swings and misses, evens the count at 1-1.
It's a way to come back and throw a strike right there off that first pitch.
A very veteran lineup, especially in the infield for the Warriors. And that curveball right in there for a strike. A breaking ball anyway.
Nice pitch.
That ball swung at. It's going to go to Jaden Capshaw, who will throw over to Black at first for out number 1.
Now batting for the Knights, number 1, Aiden Clemens.
Now batting, number 1, Aiden Clemens.
So score the first out, 4-3. Capshaw to Black. Has 1 up, 1 down here. And Clemens is at the bat. Clemens plays center field. But where's number 1?
Good looking pitch.
Yeah, don't know where that was other than right down the middle. As Presley and I are sitting directly behind the plate here. And that one lifted. And that'll be a 1 bouncer to 2 bouncer to the wall. Udi will corral it, throw it into Bethel. And that'll be a stand-up double for Aiden Clemens on the drive to left center field.
Now batting, number 12, Hunter Rayburn.
Hunter Rayburn, your shortstop. As the Knights have a runner in scoring position, and Aiden Clemens. We'll get a visit to the mound by Correa.
I don't know that anybody would have got to that ball.
No.
It was a nice line shot to left center.
No, that ball was rocketed to left center. 1 bounce and then a small bounce and hit the wall. So we're ready to go, and the pitch from Eller. He'll throw back. Good job by jumping and keeping that ball in the infield by Nolan Bethel. Pitch swung on, this time again to left center, and that'll get down as well. Another big shot, a 1 bouncer to the wall. That ball is going to be thrown in. There will be a play at the plate potentially, and that'll get off the glove of Correa. So another stand-up double, 2 in a row for the Knights.
If Nolan could have got that ball down, we'd have had a play at the plate. Sailed on him just a little.
2 hot shots exactly to the same spot in the outfield. We'll see if we can clean it up.
Now batting, number 14, Jacob Carpenter.
Jacob Carpenter, the 4th batter in the order, and he is the catcher for the Knights.
And he's a good-sized kid.
Warriors coach is hoping to get, if not a complete game from Eller, at least a few innings so that you have everybody else essentially available tomorrow night should you advance. That ball hit, foul. That'll keep the count at 1-1, or take the count to 1-1.
Well, I know it just needs to keep throwing strikes like he's doing, and we've got the defense to back up balls in play.
1 down here in the first inning. Knights already struck for 1 run on 2 straight doubles. That ball swung on, fouled back, runs the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes. Huge crowd here tonight, Philadelphia. As in the previous game, Sweetwater ended Meg's season. Score 6-2. So they will advance And that ball swung on. It'll hit right back to Eller. Runner will advance to third as Eller throws over to Black at first base. So that'll be 2 down with a runner at third base now.
Now batting,
Bryce Hammond.
number 5, Bryce Hammond.
Third baseman Bryce Hammond up in a spot that, with 2 down, that ball swung on. Fouled straight up over the left field restroom.
He turned on that one. It was an inside pitch and literally turned on it and hit it right at the scoop.
So 0-1 the count. Eller trying to get out with only 1 run. Off-speed pitch, and that ball's going to be a base hit. That'll score a run. So Udi throws it in to Capshaw, but not before number 12, Hunter Rayburn, scores the 2nd run for the Knights.
Now batting number 5, Bryce Hammond. Sorry, number 2, Zach Derrick.
Now batting, number 2, Zach Derrick.
So kind of that hanging off spin. There's a big stab on the line drive by Caden Ridings, and that'll put the Knights away on a shot that was a definite base hit, if not 2 bases. So great job by that young man, Caden Ridings.
Couple of hits, 2
That's a hot
runs,
shot right
1
there.
left.
2 runs scored in the top of the first.
Your score.
The Warriors will come up
Central 2, Philadelphia
in a place where they don't usually come up, and that's in a deficit. We'll be right back. You're listening to Warrior Baseball on RedskinRadio.com.
Are you going to play commercials?
Let's see how the Redskins are doing as we join 96.1 live with Mike and Clayton on the call.
He's been consistent in calling that one right at the knees. The 0-2 coming. One's foul back. He'll stay alive at 0-2.
Now that one was a cement mixer, kind of hung up there. Meade had a good cut, had a good shot at hitting that one.
Redskins lead 5-0 here in the bottom of the 6th. That one stayed up. It's 1-2. We're trying to get a report from Meigs County on the Meigs Sweetwater game to see the 2 opponents for these 2 playing here. Goes winner, winner, loser, loser on Monday night at 5:30. That one misses. It's 2-2. Redskins will be here either way as the number 1 seed from the regular season. 2-2 pitch coming. That one missed, and we'll go.
So there you go, a little taste of Loudon Redskin baseball with Mike and Clayton on the call. 5-0 Redskins over the Sequoia Chiefs as the Redskins will look to dispatch the Chiefs and end their season in district tournament play tonight. Coming back to our tournament play, the Warriors will come up to bat. Zach Derrick, your pitcher, will face off against the hot and the powerful Nolan Bethel.
Same district action, Meigs and Sweetwater are tied 2 apiece. The winner will face the Redskins. Leading off for your Warriors here in the bottom of the first inning will be the 0-0, Nolan Bethel.
Leading off for the Warriors, 0-0, Nolan Bethel.
Thank you, Presley. So the Warriors get their chance now, down 2-0. Bethel will take first pitch high for ball 1.
Scott, it looks as though if we could get some runners in scoring position, we can move around on the base pass as needed.
And that ball in there for strike 1. Breeze blowing in today. There's a pitch, and that ball swung on and bounced down just outside the third baseline for foul ball. That'll bring up strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Nolan Bethel, the leadoff hitter for the Warriors, who find themselves in a 2-0 hole to start the game. That ball swung on. That'll be up in the air to the left fielder, and he comes down with it for the first out. Ball hung up just a touch on Nolan and allowed the left fielder to corral it.
Looks like he jammed him.
Now batting number 7, Caden Ridings.
Caden Ridings, he of the excellent play at third base to end the Knights' threat. Will bat. That ball just outside and up for ball 1. Warriors looking to get the bats going a whole lot better than they did at Meigs County earlier in the week.
You know, Scott, that's probably the first time I've seen us with 4 or more strikeouts in a game, and I think we ended with 9 that game.
Wow. That ball swung on and lined, but foul. And that was a line drive. So Ridings seeing it well. We'll see if he can straighten it out a little bit. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 down with the bases clear for Caden Ridings. Ball 3 is that ball's high and outside. And you can bet that Caden Ridings will be looking to pop one here.
Absolutely.
And he does, but he missed. Strike 2, 3-2 the count. Outfielders fairly shallow for a hitter with some pretty decent power. They're not going to get beat with the ball that drops in front of them. That ball hits Ridings on the back heel, and he will take first base on a hit by pitch.
Now batting number 42, Sebastian Correa.
Well, and Scott, we watched this in Meigs County on Monday. A lot of the outfielders were playing in, and a lot of your routine singles, they were just doubling them off at second base because they were so shallow.
So Correa looking to make that shallow outfield pay. He'll square to bunt, pull it back. Ridings will easily get into second base with the stolen base. 1 ball, no strikes to Correa. With now a runner on first, 1 out. Runner on second, the person of Caden Ridings. Correa at the bat. Jaden Capshaw on deck. Hanging breaking ball, and Correa decides to let it drop in there. That's strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike.
I dare him to throw that one again.
Ridings gets his lead, and Derek steps off. The throw down to second didn't look super powerful, so Ridings may look to run here. That ball swung on, and it's deep. Will it? No, it won't. It'll one bounce the wall, carry him off the wall. Ridings will come in easily to score, and Correa will be held at first base with a long single, and that'll score the first run for the Warriors. It's 2-1.
Dared him to throw it again, and he did.
Number 16, Jaden Capshaw.
So Correa gets off the schneid, and Jaden Capshaw will step in from the left side. Correa on first. He will probably steal with the catcher that didn't seem, at least with his first throw, to have the strongest of arms.
I think we could get on base. We could do what we need to do on the base pass. We just got to move the ball.
Correa sliding, looking like he was ready to go, and the throw over by Derek not in time.
Well, on a left-handed pitcher, you got to be careful. You got to make sure that he's moving forward. You can't just go off the lift.
The slide step, the throw, and again, I hate to say a weak throw. That seems insulting, but not a hard throw anyway, and the base is stolen easily. Make sure we don't have any McMinn Central folks listening and talk about their child. No disrespect if there's anybody over there in light blue listening. Happy to have you. So Correa on second base with a big lead. Capshaw will swing away this time, and he'll swing away with the ball that will get to the wall in right field.
Nice.
Correa will round third, easily head for home. Capshaw stands up at second base with a double. What a hit as that ball straight down the right field line, pulled by the left-handed hitter for RBI number 1 and run number 2 for the Warriors.
Well, Scott, this is just what we needed to start off with.
Yes, sir.
Hit the ball, move the bases, and you talked about this before the game. I think you said we played 8 games in 9 days or something like that.
8 games in 10 work days.
10 days.
10 days.
So we got a little relief there with the weather.
And
nice bunt.
Here's Bryson Costner. He'll lay down a bunt. That ball down the line. He'll be called out at first, but he'll advance Capshaw to third. Did his job.
Now batting number 14, Noah Eller.
Now batting number 14, Noah Eller.
So Noah Eller, the pitcher, will come up in a real big spot here with the lead. The run to take the lead standing on third base, Jaden Capshaw, as Bryson Costner lays down the sacrifice bunt, and Eller will be the batter. So it's lefty versus lefty, and the pitcher wins the first battle, but not the war. It's strike 1. As Eller swings through the first pitch. Capshaw gets his lead down the third baseline with 2 outs. And that ball put into play. It's going to be a tough play for the second baseman. Can Eller run it out? Yes, he will. And that'll be an RBI for Noah Eller on the swinging bunt that dribbled its way towards the second baseman. He had a long way to run as he was standing on the grass with the left-handed hitter. And that makes it 3-2 Warriors.
Infield single. We'll take it all day long.
Yes, sir.
Now batting number 25, Briar Udi.
Thank you, Presley. Briar Udi stands in now with Noah Eller on first, takes his big lead on first. The lefty brings it to the plate. Eller stays at first. And what was the call there?
I believe it was a check swing. Yeah.
Okay, so 1 ball, no strikes to Udi. The lead by Eller.
Udi's inching to the plate.
As always. The throw over. Again, not in time as Eller crawls his way back up to first base. So 2 lefties doing some damage here in the first part of in the Warrior part of the inning. Capshaw and Eller, along with Correa and Ridings.
And Scott, it wasn't just contact, it was solid contact from just about every at bat, other than Eller, who corkscrewed off the end of the bat.
Did the job.
He just missed it, but.
And don't forget about Costner with the good bunt to advance the runner to third base.
Absolutely.
So there's a strike. Strike 1, ball 2, strike 1. The count to Udi with 2 down. Warriors up 3-2 as all 3 runs, obviously, here in the first inning. And we have made it to the 7th batter in the order. Branson Black on deck should Udi reach. Eller running down to second base. Once again, we will reach with ease, standing up.
No slide, no play.
Definite
advantage on the base.
Advantage, thank you. That's what we were looking for, and definite advantage at that position. As Udi swings at that one. That ball will stay in play. Can they get down to it? Yes, he will. The first baseman, Corbin Frisbee, will make the play on the foul pop, And that'll do it for the Warriors in this half of the inning, but not until they score 3 runs. So after one, it's 3-2 Warriors. We will be right back.
The Big Eight Central Knights, 2.
Let's pick up with some more Redskin baseball while we wait for the next inning.
1-3 on the put out there for out number 2. And the hitter will be Ashton Stamey, the catcher. Lay your runner at third with 2 outs. Stamey 0 for 2. He's hit the ball hard a couple of times in foul ball situations. So Walker trying to close this one down with the 0 on the board. Chiefs with the runner down at third. That was on the outside edge fastball called strike 1.
Good pitch.
To Ashton Stamey. The 0-1 coming. Swinging a miss there, and he's quickly ahead of Stamey 0-2.
I think Stamey's looking for one of them breaking balls.
Got a fastball on the inside half.
He was not really ready for that.
So where does he go here? 0-2 coming. Ground ball to second. Big hop for Meade on to Willis. And that'll end this district contest between the Redskins and the Chiefs. Final score, our Loudon Redskins 5, Sequoia Chiefs 0. Both teams will be in action.
And as you heard, your Redskins win, and they'll play again tomorrow night. And we are back in action here in Philadelphia with
Leading off, number 24, Corbin Frisbee.
and that first pitch from Eller was up in the zone as swing and a miss.
So the 7, 8, 9 hitters, and that's what he was asking.
That's what I thought.
7, 8, 9 hitters for Central. Begin this inning. Corbin Frisbee with a 1-1 count. Swung on, missed for strike 2.
Eller's kind of got a sneaky delivery, I guess you would say, on his release.
Yeah, and I'm not sure many have really kind of diagnosed that this year. It looked like those first few batters for Central did.
Well, he hides the ball really, really well, and he's got really a slow wind-up, and then he'll just bring it.
Kind of those looping, and I don't even know if it's a breaking ball as much as it is just dropping out, almost like, and again, no disrespect, but almost like a slow pitch softball coming out of the air that's a little harder to hit. And these guys are squaring it up just a little bit, especially early in the order. 2-2 the count to Frisbee as Eller looks to dispatch the 7, 8, and 9 hitters in the order for the Knights.
Well, and he'll drop it back behind him, literally.
There's that looping throw, and there it is again, squared up down the line, just a little bit foul. That's exactly what the pitch that I was talking about.
Yep.
And they are staying back well. And when we say staying back on that back foot, waiting on it, and just unloading on that pitch as it gets into the zone. Well,
and we, with that weather delay, we have our full arsenal of arms to use. And so, if he gets in trouble, we can go to just about anybody. The 2-2 pitch, a little outside, swung on, hit. Ridings will field it squarely into the glove of Branson Black. 5-3 on the putout for route number 1. And Scott, just those little things. In the beginning of the season, you didn't see Correa running down that base path to back up that throw, and he's slowly kind of fielding that position much better. Yeah, and he's healthy. Everybody seems to be healthy. Go ahead.
Now batting number 9, Ryan Moore.
So Eller just inside to Ryan Moore on the first pitch. This will be Moore's first at bat. Number 9, he's the left fielder. And that ball hits, squared up again by Ridings. And that ball hits Black again, squarely in the chest. Perfect throw. Made it look easy at third base. once again score at 5-3 on the putout.
That was a tough play.
Made it look easy, too.
Yep.
So Justice Ward, the last batter in the Knights lineup, big right fielder, steps in against Noah Eller. That ball up and out. Exactly what Eller wants. He swings through it. It's the ones that are dead down the center that they seem to be kind of squaring up.
Yeah, we're in on the hands. They're turning on it.
And there's in on the hands for strike number 2.
Stay away and stay down.
And there's away and down. Swung on, fouled back. Eller seems to have found a rhythm.
Well, and this is what we need right here. 3 up, 3 down inning. Get in and get the bats going.
Yes. Plant that seed of doubt. As they started fast, Central did, 2-0 on the Warriors. And there's that pitch that's inside and hanging and swung on by Ward. Just missed it. Fouled off. The count stays 0-2. Be fun to play with Eller because the ball's going to be in play defensively. If you're going to get to play, you're not going to just watch pitcher and catcher.
Absolutely. Well, and you won't find a better infield, I
No.
would argue,
Nor-
and outfield.
And that ball
round.
again up and in, swung on, fouled down again the left field line. Probably needs to find outside here because that's 2 in a row.
Yep, work him down and away and make him chase. He's already swung at one of them.
And he's licking his chops right now. So I think if we threw a poor pitch here, he'd swing, and there it is. But he popped it up. Will we get under it? Bethel will. He'll call it, and he'll put him out. So unassisted to Bethel on that pop fly. And Noah Eller goes 1-2-3. Nothing doing for Central.
Just
It's
what the doctor
3-2
ordered.
Warriors. Yes, sir. Just what the doctor ordered. Let's see if we've got any Redskin baseball continuing as they were wrapping up their game.
They just beat them.
Okay,
Since
so
you
that
walked
one's
out,
over.
They won 5-0.
So the shutout for the Redskins as they will advance in tournament play now.
So does that eliminate Sequoia?
That eliminates Sequoia. Actually, excuse me, I
Or-
believe it's a double elimination tournament. Let's look at that. Well, we've got some time. That would move Sequoia. That would move Sequoia to the losers bracket. Make sure I'm not telling you wrong here. The game 4 loser versus the game 3 loser. And the game three would be Meggs and Sweetwater. And that's going on now.
Then
So
you've
it'll
got a position change with catcher and first base. That looks like number 7 at first. If Presley could give us a name.
number 7 at first. I got you, buddy. Austin Evans. Austin Evans.
Thank you, sir.
For those of you interested, Loudon Redskins have just shut out the Sequoia Chiefs.
So Loudon will advance,
In the district
and they will play
Sequoia will move to the losers bracket.
the winner
The
of
loser of the Sweetwater Meggs game tonight.
Meggs and Sweetwater. Excuse me. Boy, I'm all messed up. Yes, the winner of Meggs and Sweetwater. The loser of that game will drop down and play Sequoia, the Meggs and Sweetwater game.
Well, it looked like, from what I can see, that's our only changes defensively for Central.
Leading off the bottom of the second
Now
inning
batting
for your
number
Warriors
17,
will be
Branson
number
Black.
17, Branson Black.
Number 17, Branson Black, steps in. He's the 8th batter in the order. Thanks to those watching and listening. Appreciate you joining us on this beautiful Friday evening. We are about 32 minutes into this ball game, and it's 3-2 Warriors here in the bottom of the second. That ball hung up. Black swings through it for strike number 1. Again up high. And swinging is Black. Count will be 0-2. Pitch to Black down, bringing the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes. Black trying to get this started, as will be Black, Russell, and back to the top of the order in Bethel. That ball swung on and then missed, and that'll be out number 1. With the strikeout for Branson Black.
For your Warriors, number 13, Max Russell.
Now batting number 13, Max Russell.
Last batter in tonight's Warrior order, Max Russell. He'll take the first pitch low for ball 1. Nolan Bethel waiting on deck for his second at-bat of the evening. 1 down for the Warriors. Max Russell thinks about it and thinks better of it, and he'll take for ball number 2.
I think he was wanting that one. I'm glad he didn't offer, but he wanted it.
So Russell stands in. And the pitch, and that's about the same pitch he wanted last time. Took it this time and missed it. 2 balls, 1 strike. And Zach Derrick looking to get ahead of these Warriors. And there's another outside ball. This time Max doesn't swing, and that brings it to 3-1. The pitch. Right down the middle for strike 2. 3-2 the count.
Got to be looking for that pitch, as that pitcher's got to throw you something. Here, be careful and don't chase.
There it is. That was the same pitch, and it was a perfect one. As we look at strike number 3, and here comes Nolan Bethel up with 2 down here in the second inning for the Warriors. Warriors up 3-2, looking to extend their lead, looking to start a 2-out rally right now with the bases empty, is Nolan Bethel.
And he flew out to left field, his first at bat.
Bethel watches the first one. It's a ball. Second one lifted, this time into left center, and that'll get down. Fielded on 1 bounce by the center fielder. He'll get it into the second baseman well, but not before Nolan Bethel stands on first base with a big 2-out single.
Number 7, Caden
Just keep this thing going.
Now batting number 7, Caden Ridings.
And Caden was hit on the heel with, I believe he had a full count, his first at bat.
So Ridings with a man on base. Potentially a man on second base after this pitch. He watches that one, and Bethel says, I don't want to. So that ball was a little high, I guess. 1 ball, no strikes. Bethel takes his lead, watching the left-handed Zach Derrick pitch. He'll go this time. That ball up high and outside, and Bethel will slide in safely for his stolen base. So now runner in scoring position, 2 balls, no strikes for Ridings. Should Ridings reach base, Correa, who hit a line drive to the wall his last time up, stands ready to hit. The pitch swung on. That ball will get under the legs of the jumping Bethel. And he's thrown out at first base. Close play there.
That was a close one, Scott. I thought he beat that out.
Very, very close, that is for sure. But nonetheless, Zach Derrick does away with
We move to the top of the 3rd inning.
Black, Russell, Bethel, and Ridings. He'll face Correa as they come back up. And we're going to have a pitching change. And Correa will take the mound. And Branson Black will be his catcher. We'll finish up the other defensive starters when we return. You're listening to Warrior Baseball on RedskinRadio.com.
If you have friends and family that can't be here tonight, give them a call real quick. Redskin Radio's got the live broadcast. Branson he was out here and had to come over. Some of the boys on their team didn't want to see him, but they was asking the Sebastian pitching, and I told
We're back, so let's set the defense here for the Warriors. Once again, Correa now pitching. Branson Black behind the plate. Noah Eller will go to first base. Knows your defensive switches. All the rest will say the same. Coming up for the Knights.
leading off for the Knights here at the top of the third inning will be the leadoff hitter, number 11, Link Brazil.
Will be Link Brazil.
Well, Noah gave us 2 good innings right there. And so he'll pass the ball over to Correa. See if we can get us a 3-up, 3-down inning and get back in here and hit.
Brazil, who had a double the first time up, now sees a different pitcher in Correa. We'll see how he does now. And that ball swung on. Can we get to it? Black tracks. 2 Warriors track, in fact, as we have a small collision. Looks like, I was going to say looks like everybody's okay, but now it looks like Black may have something with his forehead potentially. Or nose. No, he's going to be fine.
It looked like Caden's arm caught him upside the noggin, but I'm sure his dad could attest he's hard-hitted.
I'm glad it was arm. I thought it may have been spike.
No, it looked like he got his legs under him. But he definitely caught him with his forearm.
So good hustle by both Warriors. You'd love to hear one of the two call each other off. You can't hear anything in this press box, so they may have been doing that. Nonetheless, everybody healthy, and we move to the next pitch. No balls, 1 strike for Brazil.
When coach is shifting his outfield as they're shifting for pull hitter here.
Good job by Black there to field that pitch as that ball was way outside. Brazil chokes way up on the bat. Correa now with 2 balls and 1 strike to Brazil.
Good pitch.
That ball lifted over the head of the 2 Warrior coaches standing near the dugout for strike number 2.
And you slowly are watching our outfield shift. Slowly.
A lot of respect for Brazil as the outfielder's way deep.
Dadgum, that's a great pitch right there. We got to get that call.
Count runs full to Brazil. Correa looks to hit the strike zone here. And he will, and that ball will be lifted. We'll see if the deep infielders will come. Now Nolan Bethel comes in there, and once again, we've got a collision, I believe, from this distance. As Bethel bumps into Udi, both going after a pop fly. So that ball reaches the turf.
Number 1, Aiden Clemens.
Clemens comes up, and the leadoff batter for Central is on in Brazil.
It's a tough ball, kind of a Texas leaguer there.
Yes, and we're so deep in the outfield.
Well, it's hard to judge. I think really either one of them could have got that ball had the other one been out of the way.
And again, hard to tell from in here because it is virtually soundproof. You can't hear a thing inside of here. That ball inside. Clemens jumps out of the way for ball 1. Link Brazel gets his lead on first as he led off again with another, well, reached base. I'm not sure we'll call that a hit. I don't know what we'll call it. I'll let my scorer here tell me on that one.
I gave him a hit on that one.
Okay.
So maybe partially because I don't know who you would give that to.
So Brazel, 2 for 2. Fleming's looking to move him. That ball swung on. That'll bring the count to 2 balls and 1 strike. A lot of Sweetwater faithful sticking around to see at least how this game starts. Not sure how long they'll stay here on a Friday night, but a packed house here at Philadelphia.
There's not a lot to do down in Sweetwater, Scott.
Yeah, you're right on that. Oh, that ball is crushed. Will it get down? The outfielder going back, and he'll reel it in. Bryson Costner catches the line drive to center field as he did a good job of backpedaling, getting back to the wall. And aren't we glad that they were playing deep there?
Mm-hmm. He just kind of nonchalantly backpedaled and then stuck his glove up at the wall.
Flemings crushes one, but nothing doing on that one.
Next up to bat, number 12, Hunter Rayburn.
Hunter Rayburn will look to move Link Brazel over. The pickoff move, a good one by Correa.
Absolutely.
Has Brazel sliding back head first into first base. Safely, but very close. There's a pitch. That ball hit. Bounced in foul territory first.
Man, that runner was on the move there, so we'll see if they try that again.
No balls, 1 strike. Link Brazel standing on first base looking to advance. 1 out here in the top of the 3rd inning. Warriors up 3-2. Knights threatening. Ball way up. Black fields it. Great throw down. Oh, my goodness.
Did skip under?
Couldn't tell. Pitcher was in the way, but a good, well-executed throw. I didn't know if it hit the ground first. Couldn't tell from this angle. Either way, good job.
Looked like a great throw.
Yep, good jump there by Link Brazel. Gets him into second base for the stolen base. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch by Correa will get away from Black. Black will track it down, but not in time to throw down to third to try to get the runner. Sun directly now in the eyeballs of the right fielder, first baseman, and second baseman. We'll see if that plays any effect on the ball game.
Well, Scott, when you have runners in scoring position, that small ball game that we have, we bunt. Not a lot of other teams have done that.
Correa having a little trouble keeping the ball inside, as that's the 3rd one way outside. 3-1 the count. 1 out with a runner on third base with speed and Link Brazel. Hunter Rayburn, the shortstop. That ball swung on right at the left fielder, and it gets under his glove. The diving play, not there. Run will score, evening the game at 3-3. Udi tracks it down. And Hunter Rayburn will be in second base easily with a stand-up double.
Nice try at that ball.
Yes, nice try at it. It's probably going to be a double either way. And we'll have a visit to the mound by the entire infield and Coach Costner. Carpenter, number 14, will be up now. He's the cleanup hitter. He'll bat with another run in scoring position. A potential go-ahead run standing on second base. As the Knights have come to Philadelphia to play ball.
Now batting for the Knights, number 14, Jacob Carpenter.
This game about 50 minutes old or so here in the 3rd inning. And we'll see if time becomes a factor. Jacob Carpenter, who started at catcher, was replaced. Stands in the right-handed batter's box. That ball swung on for strike number 1.
Nice pitch right there. He grounded out to the pitcher off the end of the bat, his first type bat.
No balls, 1 strike to Carpenter. He swings through that one. So Correa ahead in the count 0-2.
It's a great breaking ball right there.
So the visit to the mound, successful so far to calm Correa. Once again outside for Correa. That'll run the count to 1-2. As the outfield again playing very deep back into the shadows of the outfield. Here with 1 out in the top of the 3rd. Hanging pitch there, stays high. Count now 2-2. So Carpenter comes back in the count. 2-2 pitch. That ball outside gets away from Black. He'll have no throw as the runner advances to third base. And now the count is at 3-2.
Full count.
This time Bethel will come in to speak to Correa. So Correa toes the rubber. 3-2 pitch, an important pitch to Carpenter with 1 down. And that's going to be in the dirt. Carpenter will be on first with a walk.
So, Scott, do you let him see another batter, possibly load the bases, or go ahead and make a switch?
Nah.
What are you doing here? It's a tough call.
I'd probably give him another one. I'm not sure.
Your home team.
Hammond up. Derek, the pitcher, is next. What did he do the first time up?
So, Hammond singled on the line drive between second and third. And your on-deck batter lined out to
I don't know. I guess
Ridings.
We're in here, so anything we do is hindsight. But I think I go ahead and let it run out here and see if we can save these next guys for a potential. You got to trust your defense, trust your batters, that we can come back even with a run or two here.
Well, we saw they'll trust their pitchers Monday night.
Hammond swings at the first pitch. No balls, 1 strike. Game slowing to a crawl here. Correa much more deliberate than Eller. Outside, throw down from Black. That one's couldn't tell. The double steal. Runner was not out at second as he will stay. Pardon me, guys, having trouble seeing from right here behind the plate.
He not get him?
Thought they may have gotten him. Evidently he was safe. So we're throwing down with a runner at third base. And we didn't get it back in time. So nobody out on the play. And the tying run scores. Excuse me, the go-ahead run scores. That'll make it 4-3.
I thought he caught him.
1 out still. As Hammond swings through that pitch. Count now 0-2.
1 and 2.
1-2, excuse me. Had a ball there on the throwdown.
Yes, sir.
Oof.
You take that.
The generous strike zone as Hammond strikes out with a ball that looked to be outside. Umpire gestures over at somebody.
Now batting
looking like they're giving him a warning.
Derek.
And we'll get a visit from the third base coach to the umpire.
Well, and I still wonder about that play at second as the runner took off towards the dugout like he was out. But Nolan quickly came up and came home with the throw.
So here we are, 2 outs. Score now 4-3 in favor of the Knights.
And he lined out to the third baseman his first at bat.
Zach Derrick, your pitcher. Interesting. Left-handed pitcher batting from the right side.
Typically you'll see right-handed pitchers batting from the left side, not usually the other way around.
And another ball past the catcher. And it'll be so far past him that it draws no throw. Tough play there by Branson Black. That one really out of his reach completely. As Correa just a touch wild on that one. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs with now another runner on third base for the Knights. That ball down in the zone, but a strike nonetheless. Very good pitch there by Correa.
Excellent pitch.
That a ball. Now runs the count to 3-1. And down again in the dirt. And that'll be a walk. And now you got to think we will.
They're contemplating
Now
something.
batting number 24, Corbin Frisbee.
Yes.
But I would think you've
Now
gotta
my
do
answer would
something.
be it doesn't look like he's got the command right now, so you don't want to fall too far behind with another runner on third base.
Well, in pitching, he's not throwing enough pitches to make a huge impact. You could bring him back tomorrow if need be.
So Black will now go back to first base as he'll shed the gear. Correa will go back behind the plate. And it looks like Ridings will now take the hill for the Warriors.
Well, and I would say for the season, Ridings has definitely been your most consistent pitcher.
Absolutely.
For us.
Mr. Consistency for sure.
So it looks like Udi's going to come into third.
Eller now moving where?
I would
Going to
think
go
he would
center
go,
field.
I would think he would go to left, but very easily could swap around.
It looks like he's going to go tell one of the outfielders, either coach him up in some way or tell one of them to move into the infield. We'll see. Who are we going to play at first?
Branson will go
Okay.
back to first. That would be my guess.
Yes, so Eller will take over in left field.
For a few defensive changes here. Coming in to pitch for the Warriors will be number 7, Caden Ridings.
So Udi will come in from the outfield back to third base.
Moving from catcher back to first will be number 17, Branson Black. Moving from
So the experiment that they really wanted to work didn't, so we'll have to go to exactly what you said, probably the most consistent pitcher that the Warriors have had over the season, and that is Caden Ridings. As you got to win this one to get to the next one.
That's right.
And these batters don't show any sign of weakness at this point. They all can hit it, and they're all going to be patient and wait for the ball to get into the strike zone.
Well, and if I remember correctly, we threw Ridings the first time we played them, and we threw Nolan the second time we played them. So
As far as efficiency now, and now I got to have to go look and see if batters were swinging at bad pitches. But the most efficient performance I've seen yet was Bryson Costner at Tellico.
Absolutely.
As he threw 39 pitches over 4 innings.
He was just pumping it.
And that ball swung on and missed for Frisbee. A good first strike there, 4 Ridings.
Well, and you got 2 outs here. Wonder if we gamble if they try to pull off another steal. Go ahead and throw down as he's leaving.
And that ball swung on and missed. I count it now at 0-2.
Answered that question.
Yep, defensive indifference as the runner does go from first to second base. So now a base hit potentially scores 2. But Ridings has other ideas. And that ball swung on and almost fair, but it is not. Is that ball very close to the bag, third base bag. And that would have been lots of trouble. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 down in this long top half of the third inning for the Knights, who have scored 2 runs so far. The pitch from Ridings in the dirt for ball number 1.
It's a good pitch right there.
Yes.
Try to make him chase.
Yeah, tries to make Frisbee go fish, and he wouldn't. So Frisbee digs in for the Ridings pitch. That time the ball way up and out. Frisbee offers and fouls it off, this time down the right field line. Black, who's been busy tonight, retrieves the ball and will reset it. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Well, we're way ahead here. We don't need to give him anything he can hit hard. Make him chase.
And he does just that as Frisbee will go down swinging, but not before the Knights score 2 in that inning. It's now the bottom of the third. The Knights 4, the Warriors 3. We've got a game here. Don't leave us. We'll be right back.
Ready your score. In Men Central 4, your Warriors 3. The good news is the Warriors are coming back, coming to bat.
Marvin's got 3 devices open. Marvin's not listening. He said he had a broadcast tonight. I'm guessing he's doing the alumni game, you said?
I would say so, yeah. They're so excited about that.
Well, and he bought Los Indios shirts for our district champion soccer squad.
Spring sports coverage on RedskinRadio.com is made possible by Barnard Construction, specializing in pole barns and residential work. Owned and operated by Michael Barnard. Michael is a Philadelphia alumnus and a proud supporter of Warrior Nation Radio and Philadelphia School. Barnard Construction, 809-8904. Spring sports coverage on RedskinRadio.com is made possible by Nick Jones. If you need auto, home, power sports, or life insurance, Nick Jones is ready to help. He's a Philadelphia alumnus, and he won't be satisfied until you're completely satisfied. Nick Jones, phone 675-0300.
So thanks to our sponsors, and special thanks to Chip Lynn for promoting and supporting student broadcasting here at all year long for Philadelphia baseball, Fort Loudon and Loudon High School athletics. This is Warrior Baseball on RedskinRadio.com, powered by 96.1. You're being joined here by Scott McIntosh, Patrick Bethel, and Presley Millsaps. We've got a tight one here from Philadelphia as the Warriors actually down here in the bottom of the third, 4-3. As the Knights have come over from McMinn County and giving the Warriors all they want. So Correa, who has the longest hit of the evening, steps in to lead off this third inning. Capshaw on deck. That ball swung on, fouled, down the third baseline. 1 hour the game time, 30 minutes here to play. The Warriors would love to take up about 25 of those 30 minutes here at the bat.
Absolutely. And we have the sticks to do just that.
That ball swung on, and quickly Correa down 0-2.
Well, Correa's a good two-strike hitter, as most of our boys are. He'll shorten up and try to square something up. Nice job.
And speaking of getting squared up, his leg gets squared up, and he'll take first base on the hit by pitch.
Number 16, Jaden Capshaw.
Well, here comes Cap with another excellent hit. He's
1 for 1.
He's 1 for 1 with a line shot down the first baseline first time up. Correa will take his lead. He'll scramble back to first as Derek looks to shorten that lead a touch. Capshaw looking like he was going to square to bunt. I'm assuming that'll be a fake bunt.
A little uncomfortable there, so he wisely steps off and gets his composure back.
Zach Derrick really, really wants to keep that runner at first. And here's a throw over once again.
That one just about got away from the
Yes, it
first
did.
baseman.
I don't want to say a lazy throw over, but a very slow throw over again, just to kind of make Correa think about it.
And he kind of threw behind Correa. And the first baseman's trying to reach around and grab it.
Throw over again, and had the throw been there, he'd have been picked off as he was leaning towards second base.
Well, and I'll tell you, from experience, left-handed pitchers are notorious for picking that leg up, and you're used to watching that heel lift and
Patrick,
taking off.
you've got to be careful here. You cannot get picked off. Not right now. Not with the game in the balance. And there's the pitch. It bounces into the catcher way offline on the throwdown, and easily done by Correa. Can't afford base running errors right now. Not in a 4-3 ball game.
Absolutely not.
What that would do is serve to give them momentum that they don't need.
Well, and if Correa or Capshaw can reach here, very nice bunt could load the bases.
That ball swung on once again down the right field line. Coach Curtis all over it. Knocks it down with the glove hand, picks it up with the throwing hand, and throws it over to the pitcher.
Nice mechanics.
Hogwash on that. So Correa will get his lead. 1 ball, 1 strike to the left-handed Capshaw. Ball outside
That's a good eye right there.
for ball 2. Good pitch. Made the umpire think about it for a second.
Well, lefty-lefty, that's usually swung on right there. So it's a good take.
And that ball popped up in the infield. Shortstop camps underneath, makes a play, and down goes Capshaw.
Well, and a bunt right here down the third base line could prove trouble with the runner on second.
Bryson Costner.
Now batting number 33, Bryson Costner.
And Presley Millsaps points up to the viewfinder of our iPad camera, and I believe we've got a record number of viewers as we have reached double digits. Pitch in there for strike number 1, but Correa steals easily down to third base, and you got to wonder now, Patrick.
Mm-hmm. Thinking the same thing. With the speed on third, put a ball down.
It's just a matter of how speedy the runner on third is, and how much you want to maybe tie this game or potentially have him thrown out and give them momentum. We'll see. And there's the bunt.
Well, and
A perfectly executed bunt. That'll score the run, and that'll be a fair runner as that, my friends, is the play of the day. And you can't execute it any better.
No, and right there, that having that left-handed pitcher hurts because his back's now at you. And he went, so Correa was able to get a really nice lead.
So 4-4 the ball game, and you talk about momentum now. You have a runner at first with one out. Noah Eller squares. And the ball thrown over to first.
That was a beautiful bunt.
Beautiful. Briar Udi stands in the on-deck circle as he'll bat unless there's a double play. Squares to bunt, throw down, nobody covering. And you get that type of thing after an executed play like that where the other team just kind of, it blows your mind that when that momentum happens and you forget what you're supposed to do. There, the catcher ready to throw down on a steal and nobody's covering.
And Scott, that ball was on the brim of the grass. Beautifully, beautifully done.
Costner gets his lead. Shortstop in behind him. Pitcher comes home. Ball outside.
And Noah's been known to lay some bunts down himself, some really nice ones. And he's got great speed.
2 balls, no strikes. We'll see what Eller does here.
Third baseman's playing in the dirt, so
he squares to
he
bunt.
could push one that way.
Down the third base line, nobody covering third. Only play is to first base, and it's going to be not in time as the first baseman pulls off. So 2 well-executed bunts have the Warriors on fire.
Well, we talked about that last inning. You know, most of the teams we've seen this year don't really use that small game very much, and we've practiced it all year.
You're going to see another one here potentially, as he'll probably fake bunt to move the runner to second. Throw over again, Patrick. As you said, you've got to be careful with the left-handed pitcher. You don't want to get an out here with a base running error.
Absolutely not. And I'm telling you, it's a whole different look because you have to wait till he starts making movement going home.
Big lead by Eller. Comes home with it. That's a strike. Eller will take second base on defensive indifference. So Udi taking all the way there. No balls, 1 strike to Udi. We'll see if he'll lay one down here himself.
Well,
here he squares to bunt. This time down the third baseline, it's going to roll foul. Interesting.
Not a bad idea right there.
You like the third baseline?
I do.
Okay.
I think with a smart base runner right there, they can see that ball come down that line and judge whether
and
or
you
not
don't
they
have
can
to
beat
go.
that out.
That's true. You're right. I will not question.
With runners
you.
on second and third.
So no balls, 2 strikes. Bunt probably not in order here unless he's got a whole bunch of confidence because a fouled bunt would be a strikeout. Briar Udi, 0-2, 1 out. Important spot.
Well, corners are in. Infield's just about on the edge of the dirt. Oh, I got
that
it.
Ball.
Come on, Briar, you got to sell that one. You got to sell that one, buddy.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Briar Udi. Runners now at second and third.
I think that ball skipped right between his legs, Scott.
Here's the pitch. Swung on.
Attaboy.
It's going to be a tough play. Essentially a swinging bunt. Does the job for the Warriors as Costner scores. 5-4 Warriors now with 2 outs. Exactly what the doctor ordered, as that was actually a very tough play for Central to make, and they made a good play on it.
Well, and I thought he was going to come home initially, and then I think he thought better of it. He would not have had a good angle to the plate.
Now batting, number 17, Branson Black.
Thank you, Presley. So with 2 outs, the home-standing Warriors now up 5-4.
And Branson struck out his first at bat, so we'll see if he can keep things going for us.
Got a runner on third, and he'll pop it back over our heads here for strike number 1. Got to think good things are coming at some point for Big 1-7. He's working hard up there and always does. 0 balls, 1 strike, 2 down for Branson Black with a runner on third base and Noah Eller. That ball swung on. No, just foul. And that would have been 2 bases easily.
Absolutely.
A rope straight down the third base line. Buzzed Noah Eller's helmet.
When Branson just needs to take a deep breath, stay back, and unleash one right here.
No balls, 2 strikes, 2 down for the Warriors. That ball air-mailed, and Eller's going to give it a shot. There's going to be a play at the plate, and he's out, as all the catcher had to do there was field the ball that was sitting on the third base line. Got to believe he made his own call there and run into a base running error.
Well, Scott, that ball bounced off the back wall and literally rolled on the plate, and catcher turned around, circled back, picked it up, and it was just right there for him.
Exactly right.
115.
So Black will lead off when the Warriors come back up. But in the meantime, that's the end of 3. The Warriors are back up on top, 5-4. The Knights will come to bat to see if they can even the score. As we go to the waning moments of this game at about an hour and 15 minutes of game time.
Well, and Scott, we're in a good spot if Central were to take a lead here, because you've got Branson coming back to the plate, your number 9 hitter, and then you roll the lineup over.
Yeah, it's going to be Black, Russell, Bethel in the bottom of the 4th inning. Here in the Knights portion of the inning is going to be,
I'm sorry,
I'm trying to get a number of the kid here and I can't get there. Evans, number 7, which is actually going to be a pinch hitter, and I'll tell you what, I don't remember who he came in for. So
well, you've got Moore, who's on back or at bat.
Evans was playing first base.
And Evans came in as a defensive player only.
Okay, so we'll get it settled out here.
8.
And so you should have their 8-9 hitter here.
Yeah. Jeremy gets us in order here as he's correct. The 8th batter in the order. So it's 8-9-1, exactly like the bottom of the 4th will go for the Warriors, 8-9-1. And that's the story of this ball game. Even the whole way. Central scores, Philadelphia scores. Central scores, Philadelphia scores. It's just we've scored one more.
Leading off the top of the 4th inning.
Well, we need to hold them here.
Ryan Moore.
15 minutes remaining of game time here. We'll see how things work as we enter the top of the 4th inning. Ryan Moore, your batter. Riding's your pitcher. That ball is lifted foul. Nobody going to get to that as it gets out of play. Presley, that's what they call a loud strike.
Well, and hopefully our outfield will adjust to that, as he was late.
Not sure we have right now. Now we're moving that way. And again, he's over on the right side, this time to Capshaw. Capshaw comes up easily to Black. And that's the way you do it. 4-3 on the putout. Capshaw to Black.
Number 23, Justice Ward.
Now batting, number 23, Justice Ward.
And Ward flied out to Bethel, his first at bat.
So 0-1, 0-4-1 is Ward. He'll bat with the bases empty.
Hopefully we can keep him that way. Oh, he gave up on that one.
The Warrior crowd, we said we couldn't hear, actually could hear on that one. 1 ball, no strikes to count. 1 ball, 1 strike to count.
Chased on that one, didn't he?
Now it's 1-1.
Correct.
Justice Ward. Riding's a little low there. Moves the count to 2 balls and 1 strike. Ridings with the pitch. That ball
Gave him that pitch.
called a strike. I couldn't tell if he was pointing outside or if it was a strike. So,
Well, did he give him that pitch or did he point
I think he-
outside?
2-2. 2-2 the count. That ball fouled back. Apologies to you guys at home. We're trying our best again. Essentially a soundproof studio that we're in here, so you got to rely on one, my friend to my right, Jeremy Black, who's running the board, and two, the umpire. And between one of those two, we'll get the count right for you. Jeremy does an awesome job. I'm just behind the times here. 2-2 the count.
Nice
that
pitch.
ball flared over to first base, picked up nicely by Black. He'll outrun Justice Ward to first base, and that'll do it for him. And that'll bring up 2 down for the Central Knights.
Now batting number
Well,
11, Link Brazil.
He's 1 for 2. Grounded out to the second baseman his first at bat, and then squared one up to the left fielder his second.
He certainly did. We'll see what he does with this pitcher. This is his 3rd pitcher he's faced of the evening. That one hung up there. We'll see what Udi can do. He fields it. He throws it.
Absolutely.
Why did I even question it?
Great play by Udi right
5-3 is how you score it.
That'll do it for the Knights.
Briar Udi
We'll move to the bottom of the
making the
fourth.
play.
Warriors coming to
Nothing
bat, leading
for the
5-4.
Knights. And we'll see Mr. Black, who will lead us off here in the home half of the 4th. We will be right back.
there. How many viewers you got over there, Prince?
I had 10, man. We're down to 9. 10-7 quickly.
Hey, Grayson, are you one of those? I was just gonna tell you, she's sitting right here with a friend of hers on that puncher stick. Branson's just back again. Well, never mind, she's eating now. She don't understand the rules of why he gets to come back.
He's been effective. He's only at 57 pitches. I don't know if he played last night. Did he play last night?
Yes. They play Madisonville. Knights are ready to play. Leading off, the bottom of the 4th inning will be number 17, Branson Black.
Branson Black, number 17. 8th batter in the order. We'll look to get things going for the Warriors as they lead 5-4. And with a long inning, and I say long, about 7 or 8 minutes, maybe 10, we could end this thing. Branson Black swinging at the first pitch, fouls it back straight at our heads for strike number 1.
Well, Branson struck out his first at bat. And technically, this is his second, but really his 3rd time up at bat with Eller getting out at home.
So he's been able to see a lot of pitches. We'll see. Looked like he had a beat on him last time.
Yes, sir.
He swings at that one, and that one's popped up, and it's going to be a tough play.
Trouble. He got it.
We got it. Okay, again, view obstructed there, so the late call. But a good job of fielding there, and I believe that was the second baseman that
I
came
believe
up with
that's
it.
it came out.
3 guys converging, and
Now batting for the Warriors,
second baseman
number
makes the play.
13, Max Russell.
And Max struck out his first at bat watching. So we'll look to put the bat on the ball here.
And again, a perfect pitch there for Zach Derrick. I want to see these Warriors going up there aggressively. Derrick's not going to walk you. Once again, starts with the 0-2 count to his first 2 batters here in the Warrior order.
Shorten up and put in play. Let's roll this lineup over.
Nolan Bethel, who came up with 2 outs last time, hoping to see Russell advance to first. He'll swing on that one, foul it back, keeps the count at 0-2.
Who are we yelling at? There's somebody yelling, Scott.
That ball swung on. Fouled it back.
I think they're just cheering him on.
Yes, he is. Zach Derrick doing a great job of staying in control. Making these Warriors swing the bat.
Well, and Scott, with the velocity and all that stuff these days, he's pitching.
Woo, that was a pretty good pitch there. Umpire called it inside. Good job, good take by Max Russell. That the first ball in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Got to believe this is going to be a strike. Be ready, Max. And he's ready, but he swings through it. That's a strikeout. And that represents the second out as Nolan Bethel will come up.
One for 2, flat out to left, and a line drive to center field for a single. His second at bat.
Ball outside. The first real pitch that you could look at immediately and think, I'm not swinging at that one.
Yep.
In a long time. Derrick's second delivery.
Good take.
That one called a little low. Derrick extremely fast in his move to the plate. No wasted time. There's the pitch. It hangs up there.
Well, Central wanted that pitch, but I will tell you, we've wanted it too.
3-0 the count. And he'll take first base on 4 pitches.
Is that his first walk of the night?
Seems like it.
Now batting
Number 7, Caden Ridings.
And Caden's been hit by a pitch and grounded out to shortstop, his second at bat.
So you don't know if the Central coaches will be too impatient here, but should Ridings reach, you got to wonder if they'll make a move.
Well, Bethel's over there getting a big old lead, and he stood off and immediately threw over and took one in the back. Keep that ball from going to the fence. We don't
Big
need to
lead
get picked
again
off
by
here.
Bethel. Comes home with it, and that ball is going to be caught. What a great job by the center fielder. Got to get back, got to get back.
That's 3 outs.
Oh, it's 3 anyway. So 3 down. As you're right, it wasn't a double play. That would have been the 4th out. But a good hit by Ridings, but again, just a long and loud fly out to a center fielder that can cover some ground. So the Central Knights keep themselves in the ball game. We're going to go to the 5th inning with the Warriors with a 1-run lead. And this is going to be the last inning. We'll be here right with you. You're listening to RedskinRadio.com. We'll be right back.
Well, we're a good spot in our lineup. Nolan's got to know that. 2 outs. And they're at their number 2 spot.
This inning, top of it should end it. We got about 5 minutes left. What I'm showing, 6 minutes.
This will be it.
As long as we get 3 outs. Of course, I said that the other day at wherever we were at, and they come back and tied us.
Boy, that ball Udi got to right there. That ball wasn't hit real hard. Be a tough play for shortstop to come over and grab if he doesn't grab that ball.
Just get the ball put in play. We can make plays. Just throw the pitch and strikes.
Yeah, we got one of the best defenses, I think.
I mean, we've
Especially
made some
infield.
dumb errors every now and again, but holistically,
Strikes,
I agree.
Strikes here, Caden. Come on.
You ready?
Yep. We're back. Philadelphia Warrior Baseball here on RedskinRadio.com, bringing you the 5th inning, which will be the last inning, barring a speedy job. But we're looking at about an hour and a half right now. So if the Warriors can hold, we potentially could be done with this ball game. 5-4 the score. Ridings your pitcher. Plemons the batter. believe, if I remember right, he had a huge hit last time up.
He did. He's got a double, and he lined out to Costner there, who was backpedaling to the
That's
fence.
right. That's right. So home run power for this guy. Got to be careful. Swung on with a home run swing way outside and missed.
Stay there. Live there.
If you look closely, you can see he's swinging for the fences.
No doubt. Full body into that one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch from Ridings. Again, down and away for ball 2.
You can see him dropping back. And
He's ready to unload. He's got some power. Good lower body strength for number 1, Plemons. Also a really good center fielder. That ball outside again. So 3 pitches outside, 1 swung on, 2 not. And that's going to be 3 balls and 1 strike. Breaking ball, not there.
Well, that's the same pitch that they wanted earlier that they didn't get. We wanted it.
You got to believe Clemens is going to be on the move.
Well, it'd be nice to throw him out here.
now batting number 12, Hunter Rayburn.
And Rayburn's 2 for 2 on the evening.
Here's a pitch. Runner not going. Ball way up and outside.
Almost a pitch out, looked like. Try to catch him.
Aiden Plemons. I don't know if it's recency bias or not. He looks like one of the best center fielders we've seen. That ball swung on, and oh boy, it's deep.
That's gone.
And goodbye baseball. And that, my friends, is the go-ahead run. And we've still got no outs. So that's run number 5. And that's run number 6 on the center field. Big fly. How will the Warriors respond here? And if I know number 7, I know exactly how he's going to respond. Next play.
Well, that was an all-or-nothing swing for sure, and he did. He squared it up, but like I said earlier, he's been hot this evening.
Yes, he has.
2 for 2.
Both of those guys have. So Blake Costner, the coach Blake Costner comes out. I guarantee you the first words out of his mouth are, so what? So what? 6-5.
Carpenter.
Number 5, wait,
14.
my bad. Number 14, Jacob Carpenter.
6-5. No outs for Central. The bases are cleared after the home run. And Riding's outside there on that pitch.
He is 0 for 1 as he grounded out to the first baseman and walked his second time at bat.
The pitch from Ridings. Again, low and away.
Well, you can hear your Warrior fans over here cheering on the team.
The 2-0 pitch from Ridings. That one inside for 3-0. And now it comes into question, what do you do if Carpenter gets on?
Well, I mean, my opinion, I think you've got your most consistent guy on the mound, and he's thrown strikes. They've just put the bat on it this evening.
The 3-0 pitch. Swung on and missed. A big pitch right there. As Carpenter liked it. Drove it into the dirt in front of him. Now the count at 3-1. Once again, the Warriors' lead has dissolved. And now they're in a deficit, 6-5. On one pitch. And here we go. There's another base runner. Jacob Carpenter reaches base on the walk.
Now batting number 5, Bryce Hammond.
Thank you, Presley. And I was going to say the Warrior coaches look comfortable where they're at. Thought Costner might be making a trip to the mound, but he's not. Must be is there
I think they're asking if he can get a runner for him and how that would work. But he would have to sub him out and re-enter him. But I believe they've already subbed him out as the DH because they pulled him out as catcher.
Now running at first for Carpenter will be number
And
3,
Hammonds
Kenson
is,
Wilcox.
1 for 2. Presley, what number went in for that runner? Number 3.
Here's the pitch. Called a strike. 0-1 the count to Hammond.
Let's roll this up here and get 2
Boy,
outs.
that'd be nice. That ball in the dirt and it gets away. Runner going will easily reach second base on the wild pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike to Hammond. As number 3, Kenson Wilcox, the pinch runner, is on second base. He would represent run number 7, should he score. That
Nice
breaking
pitch.
ball called a strike, bringing the count to 1-2. Again, nobody out. And one Knight standing on second base, Kenson Wilcox. The pitch outside, swung on, fouled back. Count 1-2 again.
And he's on him timing-wise. And I think Caden saw the same thing.
Correa will come to the mound.
I'd probably try to waste a pitch or 2 up here in the zone, see if you can get him to chase.
Correa sets up outside, and that's where it is. It's in the dirt as well. 2 balls, 2 strikes. As we reach nightfall here in Philadelphia, Tennessee.
And
a
Preston's
big
tired.
yawn. Haven't quite taught the student broadcaster to pull the mic away from the old mouth. But kid, we kid because we care there, Mr. Presley. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Caden Ridings, the waning moments of this game, seeing if he can pull it together. That ball swung on. There's your first out of the inning.
Up in the zone.
That's a deep
Chased.
breath from Caden Ridings. Hopefully that is what he needed in order to get things going here.
Now batting number 2, Zach Derrick.
Now batting number 2, Zach Derrick.
Thank you, Presley. Zach Derrick, the pitcher who's gone the distance. Faces the 3rd pitcher for the Warriors on the night, Caden Ridings. And that ball reached on and fouled over to the right side for strike number 1.
When he has walked and lined out to the Ridings' first at bat.
Thinking towards the Warrior half of the 5th, you have Correa, Capshaw, and Costner. 3, 4, 5 in the Warrior order.
Then you keep this to a one-run game.
That ball
here.
popped up. Can't see it. Capshaw underneath it, bobbles and catches. As that ball slipped out of the glove, went up into his chest, and he braced it up against his chest, and a deep relief and sigh for him and pitcher Ridings.
That was too close for comfort.
Yes, it was.
Number 24, Corbin Frisbee.
Corbin Frisbee. 2 down as the Warriors want to stay off life support here and get this batter out. That ball up in the air. Does it stay in foul? We're going to hear it probably, Presley. Nope, just behind us off the concrete.
And he's 0 for 2 for the evening. We can keep this run a one-run game. No doubt in my mind, your Warriors can rally back.
Oh, absolutely.
There. Keep it close. Great sticks in the lineup.
So Ridings ready to deliver. There's the breaking ball swung on, timed well, and that's going to be hit to the left fielder, and we'll see if there's a play at the plate. They're going to send him. That ball hits him. Hit him in the back. So now the runner will advance to second base.
He should be out for being out of the base path.
Now, wait a minute. What do we have here? Did he call him out?
He should be out. He was in the grass on that play.
This will be an interesting call, as you might see the Central coach come unglued should that be the call.
I don't know, Scott. That's a tough one with Correa coming up that line, but it looked like Correa wasn't impeding his path to the plate, but definitely was out of the base path.
Safe is the call. Coach Curtis comes out to argue vehemently.
That's a tough one. I think even with Correa up the base path, with him in the grass.
So the score is now
tough one.
7-5. 2 outs as the Warriors get themselves together. Hopefully. They need to right now if they haven't. You've got Ryan Moore, I believe, the batter.
So they have 1 run score?
And you are 0 for 2 here with 2 ground outs.
And you want to collect yourself as that ball swung through, because the Knights now have another runner in scoring position, up 2 runs, and now you're looking at issues should that run score.
They're looking to make a substitute runner.
13. Number 13. I can't read. Simon?
Yeah, Simon is his first name, and as we read down the card here, looks like White, his last name. Simon White will be the runner on second. Excellent job by Correa.
It's a great stab right
to
there.
Keep that runner Simon White on second base, as that ball would have been long gone past him had he not stabbed that. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 down. Warriors looking to stem the tide. That ball low and inside.
Not a bad pitch right there.
Ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. And 2 outs. That ball in play. Fielded by Bethel. The throw over. It brings the runner off the bag. And they say he got him. We'll go with that. We certainly will go with that. So after the middle of 5, after Knights half of the 5th, the Warriors will come up. And their last opportunity.
As we move to the bottom of the 5th.
7-5 the score. The Warriors are at a deficit, and we'll see what they can do with batters 3, 4, and 5 in the order. We will be right back.
Yeah, it's dark too.
It looked like he had him, and then he was afraid maybe he pulled off, went back. I don't know.
They call him initially out, maybe on the
That's what I thought.
on the stretch.
That
would be a
Branson
good
made
call.
him pay on the tag, that's
Yeah.
for sure.
I couldn't tell from here whether Branson stayed on.
He hit him like a linebacker.
Yeah, he did.
Let me remind everyone, winner of this game will move on to the championship game tomorrow night. And if that championship game is anything like the 2 games that we've had so far tonight, I wouldn't want to miss it. Come out and support whoever's in that game. We know Sweetwater will be one team. We're still waiting to find out the other. Leading off, the bottom of the 5th inning for the Warriors, number 42, Sebastian Correa.
Leading off, number 42, Sebastian Correa.
Thank you, Presley. Welcome back to Warrior Action, and it's it. This is the deal. 7-5. We're down. We'll see what we've got here. Is Correa, the all-important leadoff spot, and he fouls one off, and I mean on time fouls one off. So that's a good sign, even though that's no balls and 1 strike. If you throw one with that kind of pace again, it's liable to be 7-6. Looking for a fresh baseball, or any baseball, to continue play here. Zach Derrick has done a heck of a job on the mound.
And Correa's been 1 for 1 on the evening.
The pitch to Correa.
Good take.
In the dirt for ball number 1.
Good take. I tell you, Scott, that I've watched this all season, but that umpire drives me nuts with his count. He kind of rolls his fingers in. It's hard to see what his numbers really are.
Pitch to Correa, swung on. Will it get over the second baseman's head? It will not. And that'll be 1 out. And we'll go over to Jaden Capshaw, Costner on deck, as you start looking at Warriors to see who's going to make the play. 7-5. We remind you, this is going to be it. Time is up. So this will be the last inning. Bottom of the 5th. 1 out, nobody on base. Capshaw swings, and he fouls it back.
And he is lined on a double and flied out the shortstop.
You got a lot of Warrior 8th graders that are anxiously watching from the dugout.
Well, and Scott, you want to see them go out and compete right here and finish.
Yes, you do. So there's the ball from Derrick. 1 ball, 1 strike. Capshaw looking for any way on. You hate to say must at this point, but it's awful close.
Well, and as a hitter right here, as much as you want to hit the ball hard, just need to be patient.
Yep.
Wait for your pitch. Don't speed the game up. Put the pressure on the pitcher.
So
Make
2
it good
balls
at
that
bats.
were well out of the strike zone. Make that 3 balls out of the strike zone, and now, just like you said, you have put the pressure on the pitcher, and we'll see what Capshaw wants to do. This pitcher needs to come in. He does not. Capshaw does his job, reaches base.
Now batting, number 33, Bryson Costner.
Now Scott, that play at home.
And now you talk about being patient. Capshaw's got to be patient on first base, as a pickoff here could prove to be disastrous. You got to find a way to get to second base without a pickoff.
Now batting, number 33, Bryson Costner.
Costner will square. We'll see if he'll actually bunt. Capshaw with a very short lead at first. Easily back. This time with a couple steps, no more than a step and a half, though.
If Bryson could push one to first again.
Definitely, you kind of don't need a big lead off against this catcher. Runner goes. Nope. He'll stop and come back. Not a good jump at all. No, you got to believe his knee's still keeping him from exploding out.
Well, and as much as we need to get him over there, that's not your winning run.
And there he goes. A hesitating throw. Capshaw there standing up for the stolen base. The count
2-0 should be.
is 2-0. Yes, I was making sure.
I'm counting, he's got 6 pitches left to his 85.
Jeremy Black with the call that the pitcher has 6 pitches left and make it 5, but that one was a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Well, and I'm not sure how that works. If he is at 84 and you get a new batter, you finish that batter, I believe.
Yes.
Costner going to be swinging away. He watches that one, and that's a ball. 3 balls, 1 strike, and your first chink in the armor here potentially for Zach Derrick.
Well, and who's keeping up for pitch count for, I guess, the tournament?
Noah Eller on deck. That ball in there for strike 1. A great pitch from Zach Derrick. Definitely a strike. 3-2 the count. Costner got to be aggressive here. Capshaw at second. The pitch to Costner. Swung on, swung through. He'll strike out for out number 2. Zach Derrick.
And just like we talked about, so he's at 84 pitches. And so he'll finish this batter.
Noah Eller, the batter. The last breath for the Warriors. Breaking ball low, ball 1. 8th grader, Fort Loudon Middle School, Noah Eller, the left-handed starting pitcher on the evening, stands in there for the Warriors, trying to extend their season.
Wow. We'll take that ball, but that was dang close.
2 balls, no strikes for Noah Eller. Jaden Capshaw gets his lead on second. And Eller looks at one. Two balls, 1 strike, 2 down, 7-5 the score. Swung again, 2 strikes. Warrior season hanging in the balance. Zach Derrick toes the rubber. Noah Eller takes a deep breath. Steps the left foot in, steps the right foot in. Ready to take his 2-strike pitch. He looks at it. That's strike 3. Game over. And sadly, season over for these Warriors. 7-5. 22-3 will be the final tally on the season of 2021 for these Warriors. Presley Millsaps. What do you think, buddy?
That one play at the plate was out. That's, yeah. The only reason why.
Well, lots of plays in a ball game, my friend. You can't. Nothing comes down to one. Got a lot of things that we could have done better, but you got to believe that Central came in here ready to play.
Mm-hmm.
Their pitcher came in here and just did a great job. And so the Warriors go down by 2 runs. I want to tell you, Presley, I've really enjoyed being in here with you. Thank you so much for having me. As you were our leader this year, the student broadcaster Presley Millsaps. Lots of people I want to thank before we end this thing. First of all, Chip Lynn, who has graciously allowed us to do this and to promote students like Presley and his buddies who have broadcasted football, basketball, volleyball, baseball.
That's what we've.
Those are the big things. I want to thank Patrick Bethel, Marvin Fiesel, 2 principals who have promoted student broadcasting, who are doing other things other than English and math and science and social studies, getting these kids opportunities to try to do things that they might want to do for a living at some point. Guys, it's a disappointing night, but it's a season we can look back on as something that we enjoyed watching. A bunch of 8th graders that will move up and a bunch of 7th graders that will become the Warriors of 2022. But for tonight, we want to express our gratitude to the coaches for Philadelphia. We want to express our gratitude to the fans and all of those watching who have stayed with us all season. For Presley Millsaps, for Patrick Bethel, I'm Scott McIntosh. You've been listening to Warrior Baseball all season long on RedskinRadio.com, powered by 96.1 WLNT. We love you all. Have a great weekend.